Okay, this is another first live commentary on a replay, not an actual live duel this time. Um, not not a big expert on this game. I just, I'll just, I don't know. Let's see what happens. As you may notice, any of you watch my videos, anybody's watching my videos at all, I doubt it, may notice that my deck never stands still. It's kind of like you've ever seen the movie Tommy Boy? The dad said that in business you're either growing or you're dying. There ain't no third direction. So the way I see it, if I ever discover, which I always do, I recently figured out that it was a part of my OCD that I am never satisfied with anything, no matter how good it is. So anyway, may notice that my deck never stands still. It is always changing. Always noticing ways to improve it. Yeah. So, can't really describe much. The only thing I can tell you is that I really like the way this duel ended. I don't know what card he used. It looks like a bunch of chains. Except it's not Fiendish Chain. It's something else. So anyway, I don't know what kind of strategy this guy was running. You'll notice I always run pretty much the same strategy. A lot of people may think of my deck as a troll deck, but it is really not. I call it a survive deck. It is meant to survive. Basically, I designed it to endure anything that my opponent can possibly throw at me. Unless they special summon a million times in one turn. In which case, I think I'm dead because I don't think I have anything that can defend against that. So anyway, I see that I see this card a lot. I don't know what it does. I don't know what's so great about it, but a lot of people have used it against me, and I don't like it. I don't really know what it does, but I know I don't like it. Boom, that card. Shadow Spell. I don't know what that card does other than stop me from attacking. I think it also decreases my attack points. But anyway, in my opinion, this card is actually not that good because it may have stopped me from attacking, but because I could still activate this card's effect, it's actually one of the things that allowed me to win the game. If I couldn't activate this card's effect, I wouldn't have won as easily as I did. You see that? That's a really good combo. But if I couldn't use this card's effect, I would not have been able to pull that off. So in my opinion, Shadow Spell sucks. I'd rather use Fiendish Chain or something like that. Now see, it didn't flat out win me the game, but it definitely helped. And I don't know what strategy this guy's running. I don't recognize it. I think this is the spirit monster because after he summons it, it goes back to his hand at the end of the turn. So yeah, I don't know what that card does. And game doesn't last that much longer. I draw twice. Actually, recently I used to have two prophecies. Now I have one prophecy and one jar of avarice. And I really like this card. This card has saved my ass a couple times because this one time I was up against what was it? I was up against Blackluster Soldier, and he tried using his ability on this card, not knowing that this card cannot be targeted by monster abilities, or I think spell abilities, but it can be targeted by blanket abilities like Mirror Force, Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute, etc. So this card has saved my ass a couple times. This duel was pretty good. I recently added this card in place of Penguin Soldier because this card actually destroys monsters, whereas Penguin, whatever the hell that card is, only sends them back to the hand. And if they happen to be level 4 or lower, Penguin doesn't really do shit to slow down my opponent at all. So I got rid of it. And I also added Book of Moon. It's actually pretty, I thought of a really good way to use it, although it has not worked out yet. But it's actually really effective. Especially given that it is a quick effect. Quick spell, lightning play, whatever you want to call it. And this duel was against the same opponent. Except this duel was a lot more one-sided, as you'll notice. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I don't like the way this duel ended. I like killing my opponents. I don't like it when they kill themselves, like this guy did. He killed himself. I don't know why he attacked me. My attack was higher than his. Maybe he needed glasses. Maybe he thought his field spell gave him an advantage. I don't know what he was thinking. But anyway, at the end, my opponent actually killed himself by trying to kill me. There's that card again. I don't like that card. It's like a poor man's version of Fiendish Chain. Kind of like kind of like Wesley Johnson for the Lakers is a poor man's version of pretty much any other talented wing player in the NBA. He's pretty much just not a bad player. He can go off occasionally, but he's mostly just there to take up minutes, take up space, just to fill in the blanks, fill in the cracks, if you will. Kind of like silly putty. But anyway, yeah, Wesley Johnson's not a bad player. I actually like him. I think the Lakers should keep him. But if they don't, I don't really blame them. So that's my opinion of this card. Of Shadow Spell. It's a poor man's version of Fiendish Chain. So anyway, you see how this guy killed himself? I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it when people shoot themselves in the head. I want to slit their throat, cut their jugular, feel their warm blood on my hands, if you will. Metaphorically speaking. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If anybody's watching, thanks for watching. And this was my first live commentary on a replay, or a couple of replays, against the same opponent, because for the most part I only play match duels because I'm a problem solver. Somebody may surprise me in game 1, but I adjust to their strategy, and a lot of times, even if they beat me the first game, because I'm a problem solver, I adjust to their strategy and I beat them the next 2 times. I prefer match duels to single duel because it's easy. It's kind of like what is it? It's kind of like playing a 7-game series instead of a 5-game series. In a 5-game series, a lesser team may be able to surprise, but the best team will always win a 7-game series. That's why I like match duels. I may lose the first game, but I believe I'm good enough to beat anybody 2 out of 3 times. So anyway, first time commentary on replay. Thanks for watching. Later.